I don't think he gonna lay down and just crawl in the corner and die. He probably going through a lot of right now because he probably going through a lot of withdrawals for the drugs. But the industry got him on drugs.
Now, Suge Knight, why should you believe him? Okay, well, he's certainly part of the world, but these are just his allegations, right? He was claiming that on our show the other night. So what do? Well, we have to go down the road of trying to figure out what we know versus how people feel, okay? The idea that Combs has lived in a haze of drug abuse for decades, that's hard to square for some people with what they've seen of him publicly. One of his own relatives, of our next guest, okay, Touré is joining us. And one of his own relatives interned for Diddy. Didn't end well, but he has that insight and insight from many other people that he has contact with that were within Diddy's world. All this reporting and more can be found on Touré's Substack, by the way, and TikTok. It's good to have Touré. Where is he? There he is.
Chris, thanks for having me.
Hey, it's been a minute. It's good to see you, my friend.
Nice to see you.
So where's the middle line for you in assessing Diddy at this stage? What have you learned from your own family member and sources about what people should feel is a reasonable allegation?
What people should feel is a reasonable allegation? I mean, look, Diddy has been dealing with a lot of drug abuse for about 15 years. He's been dealing with a world where he is surrounded by enablers. A lot of people have told me the folks who might say no to him have been pushed out of the circle, out of the entourage, and he's surrounded by enablers and people who won't say no to him and people who won't say, hey, let's rethink that decision. Anybody who isn't supporting his every whim and instinct is out. So he's surrounded by people, just yes men and women. This includes his attorneys, because when Cassie came to him and said, hey, I'll be silent if you give me $30 million, he didn't believe her. He didn't take her seriously. His entitlement and his lack of respect for her was so much that he's like, she's not going to challenge me. She's not going to do anything. I'm not afraid of her. And there should have been somebody who could say, hey, this is a very good deal. Do you know what she's going to say? Do you know what impact that's going to have? 30 million is nothing for you. But there's nobody who's going to stand up to him.
Hey, thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget, click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.